Thank you, John, for your kind introduction. I'm very pleased to have also this podium to introduce you with our new concepts, also beyond clinician scientist. And we have a great motivation in Berlin Institute of Health really to educate translators in biomedicine. I myself, clinician scientist and multiple personality, because I'm not only clinician scientist, I'm also inventor and obviously a mentor for many people. So we heard a lot during this meeting about so-called translational bottlenecks, and you're all familiar with this translational stairway and troubles between basic science, clinical research, how to reach clinical application, and finally population benefits. And you have across this path, you have different groups interested in the process. What we see in a real life perspective is that actually people at the right steps of the process are the solution to these bottlenecks. And this is what we try to change as a microenvironment or larger environment in Berlin, is to educate translational PhDs and postdocs and clinician scientists to improve the quality of basic science and to make, let's say, more safer steps direction clinical research. And then you have clinician scientists at the critical steps between clinical research and clinical application. And for that you need a timely definition of career paths in medicine and translational research in general, and competency-based curriculum. And this was kind of the early step for later something what we call now, after the foundation of BIH, what we put into programmatic goals of BIH Academy, which is now slowly becoming BIH Innovation Academy. And these are goals. It's to consolidate already available paths like clinician scientist, and also to develop innovative career paths like biomedical entrepreneurs at different levels of professional qualification process to really sense the time. And for that you need to develop tailored curricular education for different career paths and adapt it to the current biomedical challenges. And in order to change the environment, you have to involve everybody. And in case of BIH, these are Charité and MDC faculty members as educators, and also to recruit the members of other potential partner institutions in Berlin. What we are also trying to do, and we are slowly getting successful about that, is to provide a communication platform for clinical, biomedical and basic researchers and also computational research partners to facilitate networking and collaboration, that people really meet and communicate, and also to implement standardized quality measures. You heard about implementation of the Center for Transforming Biomedical Research by Rolf Settle this morning. Let me start with a program which was the beginning of the Academy, and this is the Clinician Scientist program. And everything started actually in the middle of the education, where we fund fellows with 50% of the protected time. So we give them half of the salary, and their respective clinical departments can hire other people. So there is really incentive for both sides, for the fellow and for the department as well. So this runs for 3 years. It's a very defined curriculum. It's recognized by the Berlin Chamber of Physicians, so it's also incentive that they don't lose on the pace of education. And we have very strict target agreements. As this program turned very successful, we thought we should maybe start on the earlier side, and the earlier side is something what we call common trunk, and this is for the doctors very critical part, so you still want to make them good doctors. You cannot put them too early in the research, so we incentivize 20% of protected time for the excellent people who did excellent thesis, then to get later involved in the clinician scientist program. And we are also incentivizing doctoral stipends, again, to buy talented students time, that they don't have to work elsewhere and lose the time for the quality research. So it's a boosting through the whole career path of the medical doctor. And this is how it started. I realized, when I was looking back, that it was kind of socially entrepreneurial program. So we started with a start capital from Volkswagen Foundation and then Stiftung Charité with first 1.5 million to fund 8 fellows. And this was so well received that the medical faculty of the Charité also decided to put money. Stiftung Charité decided to put additional money, and all graduate schools of Berlin from the Excellence Initiative said we are doing it too. And we are profiting very much by the foundation of Berlin Institute of Health. So we are now from 1.5 million program is now 14 million euros heavy, and we really were able to create a big community, and we are affecting 10% of all the fellows of the Charité. So we're actually affecting those who are academically interested and pursuing high quality research. And this is, you can see how the program grew. From the 8 fellows, we are now recruiting about 40 fellows per year. And what's really very exciting, that it's not only usual suspects, we are not only recruiting neurologists or pathologists or cardiologists who are traditionally interested in research, but it affects the broad faculty and all the disciplines. So we have surgeons, ophthalmologists, so everybody is participating with a high quality of research. And this is the example of the curriculum. You have traditional modules, but we are very proud of our interactive modules because our community meets on a regular basis. We have mentoring groups, we have hot topics, we have symposium, and we have retreat. And this is great because by that we created a community of about 300 people, including the mentors. And I'm just showing you the example. Everybody's talking about cancer. You see the program is very interdisciplinary. You have pediatricians, you have oncologists, you have gynecologists, you have radiologists, you have surgeons, pathologists, and they collaborate together. And they really make big projects together and share cohorts. And this is kind of really ice-breaking, because then the mentors who were traditionally maybe not best friends, they also start to collaborate. And this is the incentive for everybody who is participating. And this is just a picture. You can see this is our retreat from the winter. And our retreats, we don't only discuss science. We are really discussing how to optimize and organize the program about real-life topics like how to ensure quality of mentoring, how to evaluate the program, and as people are in their biographical rush hour, we also discussing about family and clinical scientists. And this is just, I'm not going to go into the details, this is the new plan of the quality measures, which was derived from this retreat. And we are now trying really to put good processes, because we are so huge, we have 120 fellows, to keep this high quality which we had when we started. And this is not going without people. These are the member of Clinical Scientists Board, the leaders of the medical faculty of the Charité, the CEO of BIH is involved, and professors of all disciplines who are taking care of the program. And this was just the beginning. We are now supporting the people also by the travel grants, and we are moving forward to develop similar programs also for the natural scientists by incentivizing translational PhD and postdoctoral students. We are now at the very beginning, but they are a very important part of the community. And something, what is the current part of our work, we are not ready, is we think that biomedical entrepreneurial path can unify and be really a great interface between translational researchers and clinician scientists. And we are very happy to collaborate with Spark Berlin on that issue. I'm happy that Daria will talk about the Spark process, and we hope that probably in the next year we can report on first biomedical entrepreneurs. And I'd like to thank to the team of the Academy. We are 4 people at the present, but we'll be even more, and also to you for your attention.